Good morning, Calgary. Special message for our friends in City Hall and City Works. Mayor Nenshi, and our alderman or council, whatever we call her now, Diane Urquhart. This is Woodbine. I want to give you a little tour of what it's like to drive in our neighborhood. Mayor Nenshi, there goes the bus. So here's my street. This is Woodfield Way in Calgary. Check out this snowdrift over here. That's been there since December. People are shoveling snow out into the street because they don't have anywhere to put it now in their driveways. And this ridge down the middle, I don't know if you can see that. If I drive down those tire tracks, I will literally rip the front of my car off. I've actually already ripped the front splitter, the center piece of the front of my car off, because of the ridges on this road and the fact that it hasn't been cleared in over a month. This is actually the street where, you know, a good 300-400 of our kids come to school. So when we bring our kids to school, it's pretty dangerous actually. And this is the crosswalk where our crosswalks from our elementary school come. You can see the piles on the corners. Sometimes it's hard to even see the kids and get around our neighborhood. So now I'm turning into the school street. This is Woodfield Way, in case you don't know. Look at this. This side and this street is where our kids come to school. We can't park our cars. If I try to park my car there, the front of my car will actually break. The ruts are crazy. This is actually better today, believe it or not, because we had a bunch of snow and it filled in all the giant ruts on our street. These cars are buried. We can't even get around the side streets and park our cars and drop our kids off, because there's been literally no service. If you look over here, you can't tell the difference in the height of the street and the sidewalk. The street is actually higher right now because you haven't removed any snow in over a month here. This is where buses pull up. Kids can't even get out of the bus because the side of the street is so deep with snow. And don't tell me this is just from this last storm. This has been like this since December and it's now February. These ruts are crazy. I have to go really slow or I'll damage my car. We have a no stopping zone here, but imagine if you tried to stop. I'm sure if I actually even drive there, oh man, I'll get stuck. So right here, this is where we're supposed to park our cars to drop off our kids. Are you kidding me? What do we have to do to get some service and get a safe zone to take our kids to school? Our kids can hardly even walk to school, let alone get a ride. And today was minus 25. So you can imagine how many parents drove their kids to school. Give me a break. So as we leave the school, these are all our parents here. We come off Woodfield Crescent, turn left to go back towards the main route, and check out this lovely street. These people can't even get out of their driveways. The ruts here, I have to drive on top of the ridges because if I go down into the ruts again, I'll break my car. Imagine a busy morning with, you know, dozens of cars parking and bringing their kids back and forth. And then we have to try to pass each other on this street. And sometimes we have to like drive up on these ridges on the side. This isn't something wrong with my camera. This is the steep angle I have to go on to get on the side of the road to let another car go by. So I turn back onto Woodfield Drive. These ruts will destroy my car. I have to actually drive up on the ridges and balance, because if there's another car on the other side, they would crash into me if I'm not over here. And I have to stay up here until I get to the bottom where it flattens out. Look at this corner. Those ridges and those ruts on that corner, my car can't get through there. I don't know, those must be like truck tracks or something because the ridges are so high. I'll damage my car if I try to drive through there. Crazy. So I'm not sure what I should call this video. Plea for help, public service announcement, don't drive your kids to school in Woodbine. Seriously, I would love if we could get some media down here and just get them to try to drive down our school street and interview some parents. I don't think their truck could make it down our street. So Mayor Nenshi, Diane, I don't know how many parents need to call 311 every day to get a snowplow to drive around Woodbine Elementary. let alone my own street where I started, and you saw what a disaster that was. So if anyone can get off their hands and stop spending money on everything other than our essential services and get down here with a truck and clear our streets, we would really appreciate that. Thank you. Look at this street. It's like a war zone. What if another car came? What would I do right now? I would just stop, I think, actually, and maybe hope that they can get through that deep snow. Give me a break. Welcome to Calgary, but don't bring your car. Jeez.